Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you live. We got Eric, who showed up just at the exact last second there. That was amazing. Thank you for showing up at the last second. I appreciate that. What's going on, everybody? It's what, Thursday the 28th, 6 o'clock. Everybody's favorite time of the week is Keepin It Rio. So how you guys doing today? Jeremy and Eric, how's it going?
Doing good, Chuck. Doing good.
Sweet. Eric, what's that hat you got on? I noticed you got a different hat today. What are you wearing?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. Just some rain guard.
Rain guard. Okay, what is that? Like a gutter screen or something?
No, that's our gutter crew. That's the gutter crew I use.
Nice, outstanding. So there you go, rain guard coming at you live. I got Gerardo's seamless gutters. The hat's right here. So we no longer have a gutter guy here in College Station, but a different story for a different day. So anyway, it is Keepin It Rio time, everybody's favorite time. I invited some guests, but I don't feel like they're going to show up. So let's go ahead and do what we normally do. Let me go to the comments over here so I can see comments. I got this whole thing locked down today, Eric. I went out, got triple screens now. I got like the whole deal set up. I think I'm about to just be done with the roofing and just start doing the radio. Look at Eric. What do you think he's talking about? What do you think Eric's saying right now?
Take one wild guess what I'm talking about right now.
The internet being out of your house. Eric, you have no sound. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
I just got a phone call.
Oh yeah, and don't be accepting those.
I needed to accept that one though.
No, they'll be there afterwards.
That was a long time waiting right there. Who was just calling, and now I just ignored her call, and she's like gonna be like, "What the?"
She was supposed to call you an hour ago, Eric. She was supposed to call you an hour ago.
So my phone. Oh, this is gonna be awful. I can't text anybody. Can't message Jeremy.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to pay attention for this entire hour.
I know.
And a half.
No.
Hour and a half.
I'll come and go.
Eric's gonna try and ruin it. Okay. Well, that's cool. So let's just get down to business, I guess. We'll start talking about what happened with everybody this week. I'll start with Eric. I've been starting with Eric the last couple weeks. Eric, what's going on with you, buddy? How's Rio Blanco Tyler treating you?
Great. I mean, we had three roofs go up this week. We're halfway through 60 square today. It was interesting. We have wind gusts up to like 55, 60, I feel like, maybe even higher at times. It is crazy today.
You know what happens in 60-mile-an-hour winds, right?
Yeah, all the 3 taps come up.
Exactly. Everybody's going to wonder why they didn't get Atlas Pinnacle Pristines or Malarkey Highlanders. So that's cool.
Background?
Do what?
Nothing. Is it loud in the background?
No, it's actually the quietest it's ever been. Quite honestly, it's like
nice.
It's like there's nobody there.
Maybe it doesn't pick them up, so that's good.
Yeah, it's like super quiet. That's like me. I have a giant fan on me, like right here, like 5 feet away, and you can't hear any of it, can you?
Nope.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I got some topics here we can discuss for sure. Jeremy, what do you want to talk about? Anything on your mind in specific you want to chat about today at Keepin It Rio?
Like we could go over our wins and our shout outs real quick, and then we could do our closing comments and we could wrap this bad boy up.
Hey, Jeremy, you got anything to say, Jeremy?
Right,
take your time. There's no time limit here. It's whatever you need.
Yeah, that's
longer
right.
the better.
Hey, go Stros. Stros tied it up, right?
That's exactly right. I was going to ask you guys, does anybody care about the World Series? Eric, you a baseball fan?
I'm a Stros fan. I've been to a couple of games. I like the stadium.
I like the stadium. It's probably my favorite one of all that I've been to. Now, I will say this. I grew up, well, Jeremy's like as old as me. Eric won't understand this, but Jeremy's old like me. Back in the day when we had cable, I lived in Ohio, and we had the channel 17, which was, the Atlanta Braves channel. So I've been a Braves fan since I was a little kid. Honestly, they sucked really bad, but they were cool to watch because they were always on, like every day. But I'm going to go with the Astros. And the reason is Dusty Baker.
There you
I'm
go.
a Cincinnati Reds fan. I've been a Reds fan my whole life. The Reds, like 7 years ago, fired Dusty Baker after we made back-to-back playoff appearances because the fans didn't like the fact that Dusty Baker couldn't get past the first round. So the Reds got rid of him, completely resolved that issue. They've never even been close to the first round since. But I want to see Dusty Baker win the World Series so he can like give the huge middle finger to Cincinnati because they deserve it. So
that was a dirty move.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Astros. I don't have any reason not to. I live here in Texas. I've been to a lot of their games. So, Eric, you've been seeing a lot of volume with Any Given Break with the October World Series thing. Is there like a big run on baseball cards?
I mean, should always be, I guess. Baseball's always the biggest one to collect.
Didn't you say
Really?
there were some basketball cards coming out? They were real expensive.
Yeah, we didn't get any yet either.
No, you didn't get any? How much are they selling for those packs?
Yeah, Eric, what kind of monetary value are you placing on these basketball cards? I guarantee they're like thousands, right?
I mean, it just depends on mainly on who you pull for the most part. I'm just big about opening them up, and
I know. I've been trying all afternoon to get a isolation of you saying kaboom real loud so I can put it on one of my sound pads over here, and I haven't been able to find the perfect one yet, but I've got 177 breaks I've got to go through. I'll go through every one till I find the perfect kaboom.
there's some good ones, I bet, too.
I guarantee you were really excited about this Aaron Judge card I was watching a little while ago, and I was like, all right, that's some good stuff right there. That was from a couple weeks ago or like a month ago. But yeah, so good times with Eric. Any Given Break. What's going on with your internet? It's a little sketchy.
Yeah, I told
You're doing that same thing as last week where you like disappeared and then like magically reappeared.
Oh, yeah.
I told you we don't have any. We lost power, I guess, early today, and then my wife is first day. Nicole's first day at home working her new job, and lost power, I guess, and so she didn't get any work done because the internet never has come back on since like 10 this morning. So
I'll tell you guys a story about ineffective public work here shortly, but my internet was off a little while ago today. So has the electricity and the water have all been off today at this office. So I'll share that little story of ineptitude here later. What about Jeremy? What you got going on? Anything good?
Yeah, we got a pretty decent sized roof going up today. A buddy of mine's house, he's a firefighter and a realtor, and he's the one that got us that pretty big deal for Brett, that metal job. So we're actually doing his personal house today, and I upgraded him to 2 attic breezes today. So we got,
Gotta love that.
Yeah, got the checks, everything's going good. The guys are going to be finishing today. Homeowner is really nice, man. He even bought him a ice chest full of beer if they wanted to drink after their job was done. So
The cool thing about our crew is they don't drink beer.
They
That was
don't,
like a
yeah.
complete waste of money right there. They could have bought them like a full case of milk or something, and it would have gotten more use.
some Red Bull, right?
Yeah, right. I don't know what Eric's doing over here. I feel like Eric spent the entire week trying to come up with a way that he could get out of doing this,
He's
and I
trying to
feel like this
scheme.
is his attempt.
He's trying to scheme on us.
He's trying, but that's all right. So we'll just talk about what's going on with the cool people. Eric's
That's
not here
right.
anymore, so all right, that's fine. So this past week, we had some cool stuff happen, right?
Yep.
Rio Blanco got to go down to San Antonio on Friday and have some seafood with our friends from Southern Shingles, which was awesome. Our buddy Sean from Barrett Roofing stopped by for a little bit as well, so that was always cool.
Yeah, good guy.
Yep, one of our friends got a friend request from someone that was deemed a creep. We'll leave that alone, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It would suck to go through life with everybody saying that you're a creep, but I know a dude who basically everybody says he's a creep. Speaking of that, we got Eric back here. What's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy? You didn't hear any of that, did you?
This is going to be a long episode for this one, I think.
It probably will now. I
The
got
volume
permission to
just
go
went
2
up.
hours. YouTube gave me permission to go 3 if we need it. So
Ooh.
I'm going to integrate some new things today. I got some new sound effects, got some music, got some new features. So we were doing that. We went Friday. I was just talking about how we got to eat some smashing crab, and someone got a friend request from someone that's a douchebag, and it was pretty cool. Jeremy knows exactly who it is, and so do I, and so does a few people. You know, we'll leave the interpretation up to to whoever. If you see it and you think you are said douchebag, then maybe it's you. Probably not, though. So another cool thing that happened on Friday was we were sponsors of a pretty cool little event. Jeremy, why don't you tell the fans what we sponsored this past week at Rio Blanco in San Antonio, Texas?
Yeah, so it was a previous client of mine. We had just finished doing her roof, maybe a couple of weeks back. And every year she throws a Oktoberfest kind of party, Halloween kind of party. And, it was a block party. She had all the neighbors come out, and they made German food, had German beer. I think they said German margaritas, something like that. So they basically just threw a big party, and we kind of, talked to her and sponsored it and gave her some cool swag bags for all the kids. Yeah, there you go. You
man, look at all these kids. These kids had a great time. It was awesome. And look, everybody was happy. That's what Rio Blanco is all about right there. So
they can definitely use that for trick-or-treating this Sunday. Is it Sunday, right? Halloween? So they got
trick-or-treating on Sunday for real? Like, that's kind of odd.
Well, that's Halloween, right? Sunday?
I don't know. Do they do it here in San Antonio? Do they do it like on Halloween? I grew up in Ohio, and they would do it like a week after Halloween, like on a Friday or whatever.
Wow.
That's messed up.
That's messed up for sure.
What's messed up? Not doing it like on Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it on Halloween. That's Halloween. Why would you not trick or treat any other day? That's the only day.
Dude, I don't know. I'm from Ohio. I never questioned it.
Someone on my door on a day other than Halloween.
Hey, I guess if you just got candy any day, it's cool, right?
I just laugh in their face.
I believe that. I'd like to see that. I'm going to get some kids to come knock on your door on a day that's not Halloween, just so you can laugh in their face. Eric is a guy who I have seen before make children cry. He's not afraid. He told this kid at Country Fest straight up, "Get out of here. Get out of here."
He told him
every time.
Do what?
Worse. You make that story worse every time.
By the time it's all said and done, I'd be like, then Eric was like kicking dirt on him as he laid on the ground. Poor little boy was curled up in a ball, screaming.
You scarred him for life, Eric.
Scarred him for life. I mean, it is what it is. So
there's already issues there. That's all I got to say.
There were already issues. I agree. You certainly compounded them and definitely didn't make that poor lady's day any easier with her kid.
You did.
I did. I make people's day easier. Eric makes children cry. I make them smile. We're a good, like, yin and yang
balance
type thing, right?
It's a good little balance.
Good little balance. Eric, we got something cool that we're getting ready to do with your Rio Blanco vehicle. What are we about to do with your car?
Wrap it up.
What are we going to put on it? What's it going to look like? Is it going to look the same as mine? Similar? Is it going to have different wording on it? What's the wording going to be? Is it going to be Rio Blanco Roofing and Restoration like mine, or
it's going to say
something
kaboom?
Way cooler?
It's going to say kaboom in one spot of it, yes. It also is going to say Rio Blanco Roofing and Solar. So that's going to be cool.
Oh,
snap. Eric's going to have the first solar vehicle. I like it. We've been working on trying to get that done, so we'll get some more recognition through Tyler, Texas, with our Rio Blanco green machines. We love that. I have something else on here I wanted to announce. I did invite Clint and Leanne both Koppel to be on our show, but I had on here that they're going to be doing a webinar, which I believe was on November 11th. It was in our Contractors Army group. Anybody that's watching, it's going to be free, so that'll be really cool. Clint and Leanne are like experts at roofing social media. They're actually the reason why we're all three sitting here right now on this thing, but there you go. So social media is cool with them. Let's do our deal. Eric Schugel, you got a win for the week and a shout out for the week. Who is your win, and who, my friend, is getting the shout out from Eric Kaboom Schugel?
Man, I didn't think this one through too much.
It's almost like we don't do this every Thursday.
That's what I thought this time. I don't know. I guess
you were actually pushing to get us to this segment of the show. I figured you had something awesome.
Nothing yet. Nothing comes to my mind. But we're always winning. I feel like we're really winning. I'm the whole Rio Blanco Tyler we're doing. I like what we got going on right now. Colin has that big roof going up today, tomorrow. That's awesome. Matt's got some adjusters meetings set up. That phone call that I just got is been should hear something finally in a week from the PA, or finished it, so that's good. I mean, we're just winning right now. Just winning.
Winning's good, man.
Team.
Better than losing, right?
Yeah.
Nobody likes losing.
Joy needs a shout out, right? Just got to call her out every show just to do it.
There you go. I believe Joy's watching. We're actually not getting any comments today, which is kind of weird. If you're watching Keeping It Rio, give us a little comment action. We got nothing going on over here. I went and got all these new screens and everything so I could see all the different comments, and like we're getting nothing but crickets, man.
The last like 40, 45 minutes, because then they're like, oh, the 15-minute, we'll watch 15 minutes. So they kind of know at that point. That's when they all hop on.
Well, no bueno, man. I'm over here like, hey, guys, why don't you give us some comments? And then it's just like,
there it is.
Yes.
For real, guys. Comments would be sweet. Where's all the normal people? Where's Chuck Taylor at? I think Chuck Taylor got scared. Every single week, Eric's coming with some crazy stuff that he's bringing to Chuck. And Chuck actually texted me and he was like, dude, what's going on with Eric? I'm getting a little concerned.
I was like, I could be on my computer.
Hey, Joy says that she's putting comments, but I am not seeing them anywhere. Where would I see these comments? Where would I see the comments? I don't know. Let's see. That's like a different thing altogether. Oh, dude, here's a bunch of comments.
Oh, 1 sec.
It's live on my personal page, but why then is my personal page not showing my comments? Here we go. We got some comments. Let's see what we got. Man, we got a bunch of them. We got Chuck Taylor. I just said, where's Chuck Taylor? Chuck Taylor's bringing a good evening, guys. I see you, Eric. I wish I could bring these to the big screen. We got Joy with What's Up Rio. We got Chris. Chris, I want to talk to you about something, so I'll touch base with you tomorrow. I got a special thing. And you're right. I could not see your comments. I don't know what's going on, why it's being all goofy, but it is. Chuck Taylor's entire team gets the shout out, and his win for the week is 10 jobs in 2 days.
Damn.
Chuck, you did 10 jobs in 2 days. That's pretty amazing. That's tremendous. If Eric were here right now, he'd be super impressed. Where did Eric go?
I think they're remodeling his bathroom, so he probably had to go check on that.
He had to go make sure it was getting grouted properly and all that.
They're hanging up some drywall.
Nice. Well, there you go. Good old Eric. Always finds the opportunity to leave and abandon post whenever he can. So we're good. Let's see what's going on over here. I got more Keeping It Rio comments. I got them all over the place. So anyways, I was going to tell a story. I'll go ahead and tell this story because I was going to ask Eric. Actually, I'll ask you, what's your win for the week and your shout out? What's going on with San Antonio?
Yeah, definitely for the win for the week is definitely going to probably go to Chris, our newest guy. Got his first roof done, and it was just good seeing him run his own job and exciting. So that was a good win for him. And I think the shout out of the week for us is definitely going to be to the Southern Shingle people who went to eat with them. Des, Spencer, John, they took care of us. So always great catching up with these guys, and anything we ever need, man, they just go above and beyond. So I appreciate them tremendously.
Yep, that was pretty awesome. It was good food for sure. We had the Trinity 3 boil.
Yep.
Got the crab legs, got the shrimp, got the potatoes, all that good stuff. So that was pretty stellar. I'm not going to lie. I will tell this story. Okay. So
let's hear it.
This is crazy, right? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And yesterday I actually was here stuck at the office for like most of the day. You're right, Joy. What you just said about Eric was absolutely true. He can't see the comments, but we all agree. So yesterday, right, I'm here and we do our Tuesday morning managers meeting for all the managers for all the branches, right? Eric's there, Jeremy's there, I'm there, everybody's there. We're having a great time. It's like, highlight of Tuesday morning. And we got finished with it. And I walked outside my office and looked outside, and there was like a ocean in the driveway out here. We've got a nice big parking lot, and there was probably like 7 million gallons of water spilling out, right? So basically what happened was these guys are putting in some new electric, those giant poles and stuff out here, and all kinds of weird stuff going on. It's been a battle with the city for like years, and they're finally starting to figure it out. So check out Eric. He's all up in the face of everybody. So yeah, I go out there, and like somebody had gotten a hold of the water main, right, with like a piece of equipment or something. And when this happened, I really lost faith in humanity. Here's what happened. At one point yesterday, at about 9:45 to 10 o'clock, there were 16 different people here. All of them had on different color hard hats and different color jackets. So you don't even know who's in charge, right? But it seemed like everybody was in charge. There wasn't really anybody that was there to actually do the work, right? It was more like everybody was kind of there to supervise and collaborate and, point at the problems and walk around a little bit, have some cigarettes, talk a little more, go get some breakfast, come back, gather around the circle again and kind of discuss. I was extremely impressed by the level of communication with the city yesterday. I mean, like these dudes probably spent a good 7 hours pointing at and talking about the problem, right? Took them like 45 minutes to fix it. And ironically, from 4:15 to 5 is when all the magic went down yesterday. 5 o'clock's quitting time. So from 4:15 to 5, all these guys got all this stuff done. From 9 o'clock to 4:15, it was like,
they had to
all
prepare.
the little ants were marching. And at one point, this was so ridiculous because they actually brought out a water truck from the city, right? Like one of those $500,000+ water trucks. You know what I mean? The ones that have like giant tanks on them. And I knew what was happening when it was happening. And I told Brett, who was here, and I think Shoop was here too. It was like, man, there's no way they can do what they're going to do. Oh, look, it's Marshall. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I like his hat.
Marshall's got a cool hat. Eric, put that hat on. Put it on you, I mean. Marshall, look at you, buddy. Yeah, cowboy. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He thinks it's hilarious too. That's terrific.
Is that y'all's
like
Halloween
father, like
costume?
son, man. That right there, if that doesn't bring a tear to your eye, nothing will. So anyways, back to the water main break, right? So they brought out this $500,000, maybe $750,000. I don't know. Haven't priced a water truck in many years. I don't know what they cost, but it was brand new. There were 3 people in this water truck, and I figure 16 at one point. Everybody's probably making $40-$50 an hour. We got Iverson too. I like your hat.
Man.
You guys are all looking cool today. Yep. Iverson, can you move over a little bit and block your dad? We'll get more ratings from him. So they're out there with the water truck, right? And I'm watching these guys and I'm thinking to myself, there's absolutely no way that they're about to do what I think they're going to do. Sure enough, $1 million worth of equipment out here, 16 people all making prevailing wage. They pulled a garden hose out of the side box of this truck, right? And they commenced to hooking it up to the back, and they attached a pressure washer, right? Now, the timing of this is where it's really kind of stupid because this was before they made the mess. They actually started trying to pressure wash the parking lot before they made the mess. And I was pointing this out as we were doing a 2-hour live play-by-play yesterday. I went live twice, and we had a great time with the commentary. So they do this pressure washing, and you can clearly see it's not going to work, right? Like I'm upstairs looking out. You can clearly see that it's not going to work. And it did not work, right? They couldn't get the right tip. So he's out there and he's trying to spray it. And it's like that real thin, narrow one, and it's taking off like 3 centimeters at a time. And this dude's trying to do the whole parking lot. they were having issues. Neither one, there's three of them. I don't think they could decide who was the best with the gun. None of them actually wanted to be doing it. You could clearly tell they were jealous of the guys over here who had went and gotten some paint buckets. And I came to find out yesterday, paint buckets can hold about 325 pounds for a pretty sustained period of time. And that was the gentleman that were sitting on the upside down paint buckets that led me to that belief. So they're doing the power washing. These guys are getting pissed. They don't want to be doing it. Their friends over here having cigarettes and pointing at stuff and really looked like they were having fun. I mean, if this doesn't work out, I say we all go get city jobs because, dude, those guys look like they enjoyed their work. Actually, they look like they hated it. But at the end, they all look like they were pretty happy when they went home. So that's what's really important. They're doing the thing right. You can clearly see it's not going to work. After about 3 hours, they all just say, whatever. They put the hose away. They're just kind of walking around again, hanging out, loitering, pointing at stuff, talking, and this is when the mess actually starts happening. Okay. And they've cut the piece of pipe out by the street. It's probably about 10 feet long. And they've got to put it down in this hole that they've dug with the backhoe. As they've dug the hole, water is continuing to rise up to the surface. So they're picking that up. They're dumping it on top of the giant mud pile, which is just making even more mud, right? And nobody seems to understand the concept of, water on dirt creating mud. You'd think working for the water department, that'd be one of the first things you'd learn. But they're doing this, and I'm watching all the water as it just continues to pour right back onto the parking lot where they had just done their power washing. Moral of the story, after 8.5 hours, I came in this morning. There's way more mess in the parking lot than there was before they started. Like, there's mud everywhere. It dried, and it's like super windy today. I don't know if it is in San Antonio. I know in Tyler, it's like super windy today too, right? It's like 100-mile-an-hour wind out here. I walk outside, and like the side of my face got sandblasted from all that mud that's just there, just blowing. And the worst part of the whole story, and this is the part that really bothers me, and I didn't even want to mention it, but they took the Rio Blanco sign down, right? And they basically desecrated our sign right before our eyes. This is why I was doing a 2-hour commentary about their lackadaisical workmanship, because they took our sign that Shoot built, which is beautiful. It's got lights on it and everything. They pulled it out of the ground and they stuck it face down out by the highway. And when they were done, do you think they put our sign back? No, of course not. Way too much effort, but they expended more energy dragging it in between these trees and throwing it on the ground than if they would have just put it up. So, moral of the story, work ethic was very low yesterday. It was quite entertaining, though. You could literally do play-by-play. If you've worked on construction for any amount of time, you've worked with several lazy people over the course of your life, like I have. I was able to predict what was going to happen before it was actually happening, which was kind of cool, and I was able to do the play-by-play for 2 hours because I was just basically stuck here. So that's what happened exciting in College Station. We had a water main break. Today, the internet went out for like 20 minutes, completely unexplained, and all the power went out for like 20 minutes as well. Nobody's even working today. So the wind blows and your connection goes. So it is what it is. College Station. I want to give a shout out too. First off, my win for the week. I got to go to the ASAP Roofing corporate office on Monday, and I got to do a speech for the entire team, which was cool, right? Hopefully everybody learned some things from that and had a good time. I know I did. So that was cool. And I have 2 shout outs. I actually have 2. I know last week Eric did 2, so I'm going to do 2 this week. It's only fair. I would never ask you to do something that I wouldn't do myself, unless it's like scrubbing toilets, because I would never do that. But that's a lie. I do it all the time.
Me and you.
What's Eric pointing at? Who?
He's saying that it's the
me?
2 shout-outs are me and Eric.
It should be me and you, or he's pointing right at me. Anyways, my shout-outs are going to be Brett Newton, who went and made a bunch of chimney caps, like custom-built chimney caps. I see Eric's pretty upset about Brett. I hope Brett's watching. I hope Brett sees your reaction. So next time you need something from Brett, he's going to remind you about this very sour face that you got going on, Eric.
Every time I ask Brett to help me with something, he says no. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
No, me and Jeremy have conditioned him to do that. We basically said, you know, like Eric's the guy that the roofing crews get upset with. He's the guy who gets mentioned by name every single time I talk to certain roofers. They know Eric. And I was like, dude, Brett, you don't want to be in that company because Eric deserves way more respect than he gets. I know I give you respect, and I know Jeremy does, but not too many other people really respect you that much, Eric. And it's not fair because you're a good guy. I mean, look at the hat you're wearing. You're a fun guy. You really are a leader. You do a great job. I told a story.
You
what?
No. I taught Brett how to say no to me. I was like, just
exactly.
Say no to me.
Yeah, you did teach Brett. Brett would never say no to anybody till he met you. And now that's like the only word he knows. No, dude. No, I'm good. No. Nah. So Brett Newton gets my first shout out because he made a custom chimney cover for this lady over here in College Station, which I was going to share that, but I'm all confused now. I got too many windows open and I don't know what's going on. Went and put that up, did a great job. Went with me on Monday, and my other shout out. You know what? I'm going to do 4 shout outs this week. I'm going to do 4, Eric. Don't you worry, buddy. You are going to get one. But my second shout out is going to be my new guy, Austin Fowler, who showed up at 5 a.m. and rode with us on basically his first day with the company. He started on Thursday. Friday, I was in San Antonio. So he started basically Monday, met me here, rode to Tyler, got in the room, got in with the team. We went and had lunch. We went to K Socialized. We went to Tyler Rio Blanco. I think that was a pretty good way to introduce our company to Austin. And I think Austin's going to do really well. He's already gotten some inspections. We went and looked at some roofs. So everything was cool there. My third shout out I'd like to give to Jeremy.
Ooh.
Just because it's Jeremy. He's, you know,
it's a pity shout out right there.
The number one guy in the organization. And then let's see.
Joy.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, it was going to be Joy. That's right. I actually need to take Jeremy's away. Pretend like I didn't just shout out Jeremy a second ago. I'm going to give Joy Jeremy's spot.
There you go.
Which leaves still one spot open, Eric, and it might be you. So
50,
I give it to Jeremy.
I took Jeremy's spot away. So now that 4th spot I get to fill, and I'm like, man, I actually feel bad that I took Jeremy's spot. So I'm going to give him that spot.
There we go.
And so my shout outs are going to be Brett, Austin, Joy, and Jeremy this week with a special honorable mention to Eric. Honorable mention, you know, hey.
Don't even want an honorable mention.
I don't even know where the thing is. I got a new hat rack. I was going to show you the Chuck Taylor trophy, the roofie, and say, Eric, you won this week's roofie, but never mind. Yeah, Chuck Taylor gave me a roofie, dude, for the most Facebook videos. Outstanding, right? So that's what's going on. What?
Nothing.
Please, Eric, repeat what you said.
I'm good.
Please.
We're good.
Eric, repeat what you said.
I don't even remember now.
Eric, I'm not joking. Come on.
It says it's closing comments time.
We got 15 minutes to do our closing comments. What you got?
15 minutes still?
We're only at 34 minutes, Eric. We've been over an hour each of the last 2, and I had some sweet guests that I was trying to get, but I don't know.
Perfect. We'll just have to cut it short, I guess, tonight.
Nope. We're just going to have to pick up the slack and maybe go a little bit over. You know, we don't cut it short ever. So what's your words of wisdom? What do you got? What's going on with any given break? I know you guys were going to do a world record, and now it seems like maybe that's on the back burner.
I don't want to look, but I was supposed to have a call. I don't know. We're talking with somebody. We'll see what happens.
Talking with somebody to like break the world record or like get out of the industry altogether, form a superpower like Amazing Break or something.
I don't get out of it. I'm going to be a collector forever.
Well, I know you're a collector, but I mean, you do a lot more than collecting for any given break. You're like,
oh yeah,
you're the face. You're actually not the face. There is no face of any given break, but like you're the hands of any given break and the voice. I mean,
yeah,
You're doing the any given break a disservice by not having your face on camera, though. I'll be honest. Like that would
How
get
did
more
you,
people
You need to
I
do it with
know.
that hat on, the cowboy hat.
for sure. That gets you some more people. So, what words of wisdom? What you got, Eric? Words of wisdom. We will cut it short because of you.
Wait, we're gonna do words of wisdom right now.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Let's just keep it simple and go with. It's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog.
I don't like that. What else you got? That was not original. You just saw that somewhere. Let's get an Eric Schugel original, like a Kabuya, Shablowy.
Shablowy.
Go to Jeremy and come
Shazam.
back.
Do what?
I said go to Jeremy and come back.
All right, I'm gonna go to Jeremy. Jeremy will come through like he always does.
That's right.
And then Eric will have something that'll be amazing that he's completely like shorted himself on once again. Eric never has the confidence. Do you guys? Hey, hold up. Do you guys want to have a guest?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm about to get us a guest.
Oh, we gotta wait for the guest still. Jeez.
He's trying to call me as we speak. So we'll have a guest here in just a second, I think. Maybe. It might just be a phone call guest, but still. This is a guest that you guys won't be expecting. So anyways, Jeremy, what were you saying? Something, words of wisdom or?
I like this one. I heard it the other day. Either you run the day or the day runs you. I like that.
I like it.
See, he can pull off ones that he hears the other day, and I say something that's been said before. And...
Hey, I could say that was mine, but I heard it. Either you run the day or the day runs you, Eric.
All right, we're about to get a guest call in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be something pretty incredible. Let me get this thing going real quick. All right, so we got a special guest here, ladies and gentlemen. Special guest, can you hear us?
What is going on, Chuck?
Can you guys hear our special guest?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you guys know who our special guest is, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know who the special guest of Keepin It Rio is right now? I'm going to let you know. Someone that's never been on Keepin It Rio, superstar of the industry.
Is that Reese?
Damn, all I had to say was superstar of the industry, and you knew. We got Reese Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger Roofing, Terrell, Texas.
What is going on, Keepin It Rio?
What up?
Chilling. We're having a good time, Reese. How are you doing today?
I cannot complain, man. I've been running like crazy, but I had 4 inspections today. I had a roof going on, and I got a call to let me know that the big metal roof that I've been working on for a while is ready to roll.
You gotta love that. Big metal roofs are my favorite kind. Eric, would you like to ask Reese anything? I don't know. Do you know Reese? Have you guys ever met?
Is that Eric Schugel?
It is Eric Schugel. Reese knows you, so now you should feel real bad that you were just about to say you don't know who he is.
No,
I've seen that man working hard on Facebook.
Yes. Facebook, I know. I've seen you on Facebook.
So, Eric, what's your question? You got a superstar of the industry right here. What do you want to ask this young man? We're going to answer something for him in a moment because I know he didn't call me just to be on this. What you got, Eric?
What? I got to ask a question now? Also?
Yeah. I mean, this is our standard process. You ask a question, and it's usually the best question of the entire show.
I didn't even know.
No pressure.
Usually I get to hear more about something so I can ask him something about what he said, but
he just got a bunch of big jobs, some metal jobs. He's one of the top producers in our industry. I mean, Reese, you're 21 years old, correct?
21. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's got
Reese,
good hair. Dude can bowl. Yeah.
Getting some of these big jobs. What's been the biggest thing for you to be able to reach out to some of these people? Because obviously these bigger jobs are going to be people that are most likely not 21 years old. So tell me, how does it make it comfortable for you to sell to some of these people and you being so young?
What's the question, Chuck? I can barely hear him.
Eric, you need to
Yeah, I'm
speak
bad
up a little
internet.
bit, buddy. You need to yell.
Basically,
I wasn't paying
being so
attention.
young, being so young, what is it like to sell to some of these people that are, when you're selling these bigger jobs, obviously you're not selling to 21-year-olds. So you being 21-year-old, how do you do that? How do you make that communication?
Okay, yeah, Reese, did you hear that? That was a great question, actually, Eric.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So he's asking, how do I sell to these the more upscale people being 21? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. How do you?
Yeah,
make
how
that
do you have
happen?
the confidence, or what is it that helps you, or
So
allows you to be
so
able to
Eric,
talk to them?
I'll be completely honest with you, man. A lot of people, whenever they talk to me, they assume that I'm 25 or a little bit older. And I think that the majority of that reason is because of my confidence in my abilities. I have struggled in the recent years of not knowing exactly how good I was at what I'm doing. And then that's whenever I started to really research about what other companies were doing in my area. And that's whenever I saw that, I mean, I didn't have to try to be the best out there because I already was the best out there. I'm confident that if I walk into a house and somebody else doesn't know that I'm walking into that house to show them what we do at Tiger Roofing, that those people are going to look at me and be like, wow, well, this guy's not offering that. And this guy isn't giving me the knowledge and telling me exactly how you do it like you just did. So when I walk into someone's house, I lay it all out on the table. I'm an open book. I mean, I know and I'm confident in what I tell people that is the truth, and what I tell them is going to get done. So, I mean, I'm just confident in what I do whenever I walk out there and interact with that homeowner or that business owner. So, I mean, my biggest thing with me is confidence and knowing that what I've got to say is the truth.
Awesome.
Boom. Kaboom, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So, Reese, you were
Kaboom.
calling me. We are live on the air here on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and wherever else people watch this thing in Germany, France, Australia, and 57 other cities in the United States. So this is pretty big. How can I help you, my friend? What were you calling to ask me? This is going to be
good. So I was actually going to call you and ask, so whenever you're doing a job, and this is a very specific scenario because it happened to me today, and so I have a homeowner that they had a satellite dish on their house, and they said they wanted to take it off, and so we took it off, and my guys cut the wire and everything, and then afterwards the husband came home and was like, well, I didn't want it taken off, my wife wanted it taken off. And so I was like, okay, I'm sorry I didn't involve both parties. I should have investigated a little further. I'll get that taken care of. The homeowner's telling me not to worry about it, but I feel like it's my responsibility to take care of it. How do you think I should go about that?
I'm going to ask Jeremy first. Jeremy's our branch manager at Rio Blanco in San Antonio. Jeremy, how would you go about handling that situation as Reese just described? Let's see how well I train my managers. Jeremy, you're on mute. He was just spitting gold too.
I was spitting good.
Now he's about to start studying.
I think that's you're doing it right. Just try to talk to both of them and figure out the resolution, because that's kind of weird where the one wants it and one doesn't. So I would have just talked to both of them at the same time and figure out what's best for that situation.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They're gonna have what they want, so you just gotta ask.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. I think Jeremy answered the question exactly how I would. I would ask Eric how he would handle this, but Reese, I don't know if you can see or not, but like immediately after he answered his question, he took off. He started running, and I don't know what's going on with that guy. But yeah, I mean, to me, stuff like that does happen on occasion, and it is kind of weird because it's not common to have that kind of a disagreement. I would just do whatever you need to do to make everybody happy at that point. I think you're making the right decision. That's not something that's going to, negatively impact you down the road. But if you don't do it, and for whatever reason, one of the two is disappointed or upset, that can cause problems. So I take care of it. I think you're doing the right thing 100%. You're Reese Lawson, superstar of Tiger Roofing. And that's the decision you were probably going to make because you're the smartest guy in this room. There's Eric. Hey, Eric, how would you handle that situation?
I just win the situation.
He would win the situation is his answer, Reese. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense on your question?
Not 100% no.
No, not even close to 100. So, hey, look, there's Chris Carpenter. I do see him now. Eric, welcome back. So that's kind of cool. So Reese is having an issue. One homeowner wants something done, and the significant other doesn't. And we were basically explaining to Reese how we would handle that situation.
You always got to go with the wife, right? Happy wife, happy life.
That's not what Eric normally says when we're like at lunch and stuff. But I don't know. He must have a different wife than the one that's standing off to his left right now. So Eric, how would you handle that situation? I know how you do it.
We have the same house, and one half wants one thing, and the other half wants something else.
Correct.
Does it have anything to do with improving the home or anything, or is it just because if there's a
satellite dish or something?
Yeah, it was the satellite dish.
The satellite dish. One of them wants the satellite dish on the house. The other one doesn't. How would you?
Is it even
such
functional?
A situation? Yeah, is it even functional? I would have to say probably not, but that's a good question, Jeremy. That actually brings a whole new circumstances to light.
So it is functional at the moment. The wife has been wanting to switch to Roku and stuff. So I think the main reason for her switching was she basically would have had an upper hand to get the Roku in the house if they didn't have the DirecTV anymore.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I have DirecTV streaming, and it's the best thing that there ever was. So I think she's right.
So that's what I would do in that situation is at that point when you hear all that, you tell them the benefits of not having the satellite dish on the roof, and plus because it's a lot of times you lean towards the wife's side, like Jeremy said, because she's the one who's leaning towards the other. It should be easier to flip them to just get the satellite off the house, especially if they're looking at in the future not having satellite dish. It should be very easy for them to be convinced not to put it back on the roof, I'm thinking.
There you go. And I also like to mention the fact that they leak. And the truth of the matter is they won't come reset an old dish. They put a new one on there anyways every time they come out. So
yeah, and that's basically what I meant. The benefits of having it not being on the roof is exactly what Chuck just said. So
yeah, many things to ponder. Those guys don't know how to seal them up correctly, and every once in a blue moon, you'll have to go fix a big leak because of the satellite. So if they are going to get rid of it, I think not putting it back is the right choice. If that has to go back, I always recommend putting it on a pole somewhere out on the ground too, so it's not on the roof. But many different options. Obviously, Reese is going to pick the right one, and he's going to do what's best. Reese, while we have you on the phone here, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your company and what you guys offer, where you're at, and all that good stuff for the 3 or 4 people on the planet that don't know who Reese Lawson is.
So my name is Reese Lawson, and actually Reese is my middle name, and that's something Chuck might not even have known. But I've been going by Reese since I was real young, so Cameron is actually my first name. So a little something to kind of throw that out there no one knew.
Little tidbit.
I'm sorry, say that again?
No, that's a cool little tidbit of info. I didn't know
Absolutely.
that. So.
I didn't know your name was Cameron. I knew it was C. Reese Lawson, but I thought it was Chuck.
But yeah, so I go by my middle name. I work with Tiger Roofing. We've been around since 2012, and our office is located in Kaufman. We originated out of Terrell because that's where my dad grew up. But we reside in Kaufman now, and we work basically the whole DFW area. I've been doing this since I've been in the industry at some form or way since about 15, 16 years old, from cleaning up around the roofs to helping install a couple roofs actually, and doing small repairs to make a little money while I was in school. And then sold my first roof right after I turned 17. And my dad was like, yep, you're going to be a salesman. So that's whenever I was like, all right, I'm going to start selling roofs. And I don't know, I love being able to go out and help people and offer solutions to problems. I don't see myself as a roofer necessarily. I see myself as a problem solver and a relationship builder. So, I mean, if someone comes to me and they've got a leak in their ceiling, and it's not from the roof, but it's from the AC, then 9 times out of 10, I'm referring them to my AC guy because I know that my AC guy is going to give them the same quality service that I would give them if I was doing their roof.
Absolutely. So Reese has been doing this for like 4 years. I've known him since before he even got into the roofing because I'm friends with his dad. I have a question, Reese. Several years ago, I sold you guys a drone. It was a DJI Phantom 4. Have you guys used that, or is that thing still in? Is it still alive? Is it still around, or did it meet the same demise as my other one?
It is actually sitting in the back of my truck, in my back seat of my truck right now.
I like it. So you guys are using the drone technology, taking care of your clients with the greatest of ease. If anybody's over in Kaufman or Terrell or anywhere over there, how would they go about? Excuse me, I just drank some water. How would they go about getting a hold of the great Reese Lawson? I got a spam call coming through. Get lost.
You can reach me at 972-921-1965. That's my cell. Or you can email me at reese@tigerroofingtx.com. But I would encourage you to check out my Facebook page because I'm always posting videos on that, showing off what roofs we're doing. And I'm on Facebook probably 3 or 4 times a day, so I'm always on there. If you want to get a hold of me, you can reach me at any one of those, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Normally, it's within about an hour or 2.
Absolutely. I love it. Reese, thanks for coming on here today. This was kind of cool. We were kind of dragging a little bit. Eric thought we were going to get off here early, and you basically came and saved the day so that his wish was not granted today.
Man, I'm glad that I could keep it real with y'all today.
Absolutely, my friend. Next time you're in town, stop by. We're going to grab lunch.
Me too. Thanks,
Eric.
Reese.
For sure.
Eric's happy to. So, Reese, thank you, my friend. We will talk to you again real soon. And
let us know what happened. Update us too.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to definitely want to know what happened with the great satellite dish caper, and make sure that everybody survives that and there's no divorces or anything like that. And,
oh no, yeah, I'm pulling up to the job site right now to see what we can do to lay this situation over.
Nice.
I love it. So you got this under control. You probably don't want to do this live. I was going to say, if you want to handle the situation live on Keepin It Rio, we're there for you. Probably don't want to. Probably not a good idea. So you go handle that situation, and we appreciate you calling, my friend. Thanks for taking a few minutes to be on our little program.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great night. All right.
Thank you, bud. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Later, brother.
See you guys.
Bye. All right. So there you go. We got us a call-in guest. It was Reese. We'll go ahead and take that down.
Cool.
So we'll start winding down. Iverson, how are you today, buddy? Oh man. Wait until the next time I see Iverson. I got him something today that he's gonna really like. He's gonna really like what I got him today. I'm just gonna say. So we're about to wrap it up. My final word for the day is gonna be Zowie. I'm just gonna use Zowie from now on. Eric, your final word was what? Kaboom, kabooyah, kablam. Eric, did you get your cat? I know last week we were talking about your cat was going to make an appearance when Jeremy fed his fish. Where is your cat? Yeah, I was going to make you unmute it.
I don't
There you
know.
go. You don't know? Like, is your cat missing? Do we need to put like an APB out? And where do you live, Eric? What little town do you live in? It's not Tyler.
He'll be fine. 6 will be fine.
Your cat's name is Six?
Yeah, like 6. Like I got your back. 6 o'clock.
Nice. Okay. I respect that. Like, I was going to ask the origins. That's tremendous.
Iverson actually named him, so that's how he got his name.
I love it, man. Iverson knows what's up. He's always got everyone's back, and therefore he felt like the cat would be the same. And the only way you really know is if you get the cat's name. So that's pretty cool. What do you guys think? You want to like wrap it up, call it a day? We had Reese Lawson on. I mean, it kind of goes downhill once Reese hangs up. It's just the three of us again, and yeah, I'm gonna go out here and hopefully get a bunch of dust in my eye when I walk out to the car in this tremendous windstorm with all this dirt and mud.
Eric, show him your pool, man.
Eric, yeah, show us your pool. You got a phone. You can do this. Show us your pool.
I don't even
show us your pool. Why? Jeremy wants you to show us the pool. I mean, I know you wouldn't do it if it was me asking, but it's your boy Jeremy here.
Yeah,
you guys haven't even been able to text the entire time. If your internet hadn't been, what internet provider do you have at home, Eric? If you don't mind me asking, we'd like to call them out. What is it? Suddenlink. Yep, they suck here in College Station too.
Oh,
what's going on over there? Oh no,
the wind tore that up.
Oh, dude.
Can you salvage that, Eric?
I don't know. I might just buy a new one.
Man, that's terrible right there. I know how much you love that pool. I know you built that deck around it and like put in a lot of hard work. I'm actually like really, really upset by
Eric's
that.
a handyman, man. He does a lot. How's
For sure, yeah, Eric. Going? You got some home remodeling projects going on right now at the Casa de Shugel. Why don't you show us what's up? Show us what's going on. We don't have JoJo here to show us what he's having for dinner, so you can show us this bathroom you're rebuilding. You got to make sure nobody's in there. That's a good move. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, are you doing that yourself? Are you hanging that sheetrock and doing all that, or?
Yeah, I actually had help with the sheetrock today because. For the taping, we hired someone for the taping. I did the sheetrocking, and he taped it for me.
Look at this. Not only is he one of the best branch managers. Oh.
Whoa.
That was kind of cool. Not only is Eric one of the greatest branch managers in Rio Blanco history, he's one of the top 2. Actually, he's one of the top 3 because I was a branch manager, and I guess, I wouldn't put myself in 3rd place. I have a trophy that shows I was the best. But not only is Eric a tremendous number 2 or number 3, whatever, depending on the day, this dude can hang drywall and he can put baths and all kinds of good stuff. So Eric, we're proud of you, bud. This is going to be awesome when it's done. How long have you been working? I know you posted a story earlier about you bought a home that was a fixer-upper. How long have you been working on this thing?
How long has it been? 4 years?
4 years. Yeah. Outstanding.
5.
Sweet. Well,
the whole thing for the most part. Or re-roof, septic, interior, painted everything.
You did a re-roof on your house? Did you sell yourself the roof?
Yeah. How'd you know?
That's what I would do. I did that when I had my own house.
Selling myself.
I bought all the materials from my supply company I worked at, and I basically did something really stupid that I realized 20 years later was stupid. But at the time, I didn't know. That's why I respect our homeowners who don't quite understand sometimes how insurance works. I screwed myself with that deal. So it's hey, it's 7 o'clock. We've been doing Keepin It Rio for an hour. Anybody got anything else you want to say? Eric wants to say deuces. I'm with you, man. I think now is the perfect time.
It's football time, Chuck. We got
some comments here. We got Show us the pool, Eric. And then it says, okay, maybe don't show the pool. That was Chris Carpenter coming with the funny stuff. And he also said the Three Amigos, which is pretty good. I think that's cool. We had Jason. Well, the wind we had today damaged any roofs. And Jason is our Attic Breeze rep. Jeremy, why don't you tell Jason what you told us earlier about your client today?
Oh, yeah. We definitely upgraded him to 2 Attic Breezes today.
2 Attic Breezes. We got some going over in Tyler. Like, we are single-handedly going to bring Attic Breeze to the world.
Yep.
And it's because of great reps like Jason, who does a wonderful job, goes above and beyond, checks in with us to see how we're doing. So we appreciate that. And yes, we do believe that many of the 3-tab roofs are going to be destroyed, which is why we don't like 3 tabs. But what do you think Eric's doing? You think Eric's playing right here? I know he is. I can see it. I can see him moving. Like, dude, your internet sucked last week, but this week it's on point. So
It's on point.
we're going to go ahead and call it a day here for Keeping It Rio. This has been episode number 26. 26. Hey, check it out. Jason says thank you. He's going to be in San Antonio next week. So you can already feel the energy efficiency getting better in San Antonio, just knowing this man will be there. So
Yep.
if that's all we got, Eric, anything else you'd like to say? Any questions? Anything, that really struck a nerve with you today in our show? Anything funny?
No. You'll know. I pretty much speak what's on my mind.
To a point, yes. I definitely respect you for that. So we're good. I do have one person watching us on Twitch. I think it's probably Shoop because he's my only follower. On Twitch, though, he's our only follower. I don't even know how to access it, but we're doing good. Keeping It Rio's getting some good downloads and getting some good listens. So
We're worldwide, right, Chuck?
we are worldwide. We were in Australia, France, Germany, the Philippines, Canada, and I think it was 57 other United States cities have listened to Keeping It Rio.
Wow.
57 cities, dude.
Impressive.
We're impressive for sure. So we're trying to go worldwide. We're going to make it happen. We're going to definitely get like 56 million people to listen to this. And I said it last week, Joe Rogan, I respect you, but
We're coming for you.
we're coming to take the crown. We're going to be the top podcast in the world. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and call it a day. Eric's got something cool going on to the left. It looks like he's making somebody smile. I can only imagine who it is. There's that awkward silence. I always like that. So let's call it a day, everybody. Enjoy your time. Thank you for watching Keeping It Rio. We'll be back next week with another amazing episode with such tremendous content like we had today. I mean, who
I
doesn't
won't
love
be
it?
here next week.
Why?
I do have plans next week. Next Thursday, unfortunately. I will be missing next week.
Okay, so
It's
next week
It's Marshall's
we are looking
first
for a
birthday.
guest host. Marshall's first birthday is definitely worth.
Oh,
Man, I'd like to see Keeping It Rio live for Marshall's birthday, though. Too.
Yeah.
Could we maybe get a guest appearance? You don't have to be in the whole deal. I'll get someone to guest host. I will find someone named Eric, even probably if I can. I'm gonna get Eric Richardson. Eric Richardson, would you like to be our guest host next week? So there we go. We'll do that. We'll miss you next week, Eric, but I think you're gonna show up to show us what's going on. I hear Iverson's really pumped about Batman, so you go take care of that. Jeremy from the Botanical Gardens, Chuck from the KeepingItRio.com studio. We bid you adieu. Thank you guys for being here, and we will talk to you again
peace.
very soon.
Bye, Eric.
I'm going to wait until Eric thinks it's turned off. He's going to say something really bad, but it's still actually on right now. So this is me trying to catch Eric slipping, but he knows. So we won't. We're